listeners. Today I am going to give you a brief insight into Indian literature, which is not exclusively known all over the world, but it is always appreciated and loved by every person who knows about it. So let's start. The beauty of Indian tradition is that it is the one of the oldest kinds of literature in the world, and it is primarily written in essential oral format literature. Usually the language was used to compose songs, recite poems, and later was slowly converted as written form. Indian English literature has attained an independent status in the world of literature. Wide ranges of themes and dealt with Indian writing in English. While this literature continues to reflect Indian culture, tradition, social values, and even Indian history through the depiction of life and India and Indians living elsewhere. Recent Indian English fiction has been trying to give expression to the Indian experience of of the moderns. And as we know, England is not the only place in the world where literature in English language is produced. India is also happens to be the third largest producer of books in English, and Indian English literature rose as an interesting byproduct of an eventful encounter in the late 18th century between a powerful Britain and the stagnant India. The first period of Indian English literature may be said to end in the 1850s, and it is the time before the Indian Revolt of 1857. During this period, British rule in India was generally accepted by most Indians as a great boon divinely delivered. Indian literature is one of the most ancient, and literature has been exemplary for rest of the world. The term refers to the literary work that had been produced in various Indian languages. In ancient times, the literary works used to be imparted orally, and the first ever ancient Indian literature was Sanskrit. Literature comprising of Rig Veda, the Ramayana, and the Mahabharata. Later, it developed in Kannada and Telugu literature in the medieval era. They were followed by Marathi, Bengali, and Urdu literature. The family is the most important theme in the Indian literature and dramas. Both the Mahabharata and Ramayana, that is the two most famous work of Indian literature and theatre, are family epics featuring cousins, uncles, and aunts struggling and killing each other over land and dharmas, and then later they were mourning. Many Indians have passion for Persian poetries. Like we have Laila Majnu is a great Persian love story, also well known in India. Sufism, that is mystical Islam, has had a strong impact on Indian literature. Among the Indian literature, among the Indian literary and literature, the name of the Bengali writer Rabindranath Tagore shines the brightest, and he became the first India to receive the Nobel Prize of his literary genius. We have two types of award for Indian literature. First one is Janpath Award, and second one is Sahitya Fellow Academy Award. We see the Indian literature in various Indian languages. From the medieval period, the Indian literature got a new dimension in various other Indian languages like Assami, Bengali, Bhojpuri, Gujarati, Kannada, Konkani, Malayali, Manipuri, Marathi, Mizo, Oriya, Punjabi, Rajasthani, Tamil, Telugu, and Urdu. So, Indian writing in English has commanded unstinted admiration in both home and abroad is now in its full swing. It has carved out a new track, a new vision, a vision that is replete with an unanswering faith and hope, myths and traditions, costumes and rites, etc. If we deep, if we dive deep into the works of Indian stalwarts of English fiction, it is revealed that their works are not an imitation of English literary pattern, but highly original and intentionally Indian in both theme and spirit. They have given a new shape and color to English literature in the same way as the Australians and Americans have involved their own literature in their respective countries. During the 20th century, due to the influence of British colonization, there developed a different form of English which is offered as an Indian English based on British style of spelling and pronunciation of words. The language soon became a medium of creative expression for Indian writers like Bengali writers, Rabindranath Tagore. Others big names in Indian literature is Vikram Seth, Harkan Narayan, Salman Rushdie, Ruskin Bond, Kushwant Singh, Jhumpal Lahiri, and Anita Desai. So, Indian literature has played a tremendous role in giving a country a distinct identity of intellectualism. Through the face of it, it has been changing while traveling through the innumerable phases. It even today it holds a honorable position in the entire scenario of the world literature. So here I have done my introductory Indian literature audio series. So studying world literature is a great thing, and you can gain so much from it. In the class, you write, read, answer questions, do group discussions, and have do critical thinking on the stories to see if you understand them. And it will help prepare you for colleges, so you learn how to read faster and interpret a reading from another culture. So reading is very important, and if you get behind on the reading, you will be behind in the class. So things you can learn from Indian literature, from the world literature, is the history of the language, some words that the Indian culture used many years ago, and you get to write a fable. World literature, Indian literature, and any kind of literature would definitely help you. I am sure it will teach you many things. So thank you, and stay tuned with Literature Catalog. Thank you for watching my videos.